Hello guys, and welcome back to Miss Coaster. Today we're taking a quick look at Six Flags Magic Mountain. I'm going to be giving my quick initial expectations for my visit next week. So first off, I know it's been 40 days, nearly 40 days, 40-day hiatus since my last upload. I'm sure I'll explain it in a future video. I'll just put it as simple as this: my computer broke. I'm sure I'll discuss it later, but that's really all you need to know. Other than that, we're back. I'm going to try and continue with 1 to 2 weekly uploads for the rest of the year. It's just unfortunate what happened, because we were on track to do over 100, but we'll try and keep that goal by the end of the year. Anyway, let's get straight into today's video. So essentially, I am going no scripted today. We're going to be discussing all my thoughts, without really going into too much research. Usually I set out, for myself, here's some bullet points I want to talk about. Today we're just going to go off of my initial thoughts, what I know about the park, and what I am expecting, without too much in-depth research. So let's start off with the roller coasters. That is truly what I care the most about when I go to a theme park. The rest of the experience can be horrible, but if the roller coasters are good, I'm going to visit again and again. And so for this park, that is probably going to be the case. I mean, I don't know, but given that they have 20 roller coasters, very likely. So let's start off with some of the top picks. First off, you have got what's going to be my first ever single rail. Probably not the best in the park, but you've got Wonder Woman. I believe it's like Lasso of Truth or something or whatever. Looks like a French fry. It's going to be amazing. It is, again, my first single rail, and I'm super excited for this coaster. Now, I know these single rails, specifically Jersey Devil, wasn't, all that, but I'm still super excited. There's also the other RMC in the park, which will be my fourth hybrid coaster after, Goliath, the one in New England, which I spaced on the name, and Steel Vengeance. This will either be second or third above Twisted Cyclone, or most likely above Goliath, but we'll see if it's above or below Twisted Cyclone. So let's actually move on to a few other coasters. I'm most excited for X2. That will probably be the number one in the park. It seems like the craziest coaster, and I love intensity. I'm also excited to get on my second ever GCI Apocalypse. I believe it's the last big aero looper in the US. You got Viper. My first Giovanola Hyper Goliath, and there's a lot of coasters I could discuss. Even even my first ever Premier Rides launch coaster, and they have 2 of them. But let's move on to some other details about the park, what I know about the rest of the park. So first off, I've seen a good amount of videos about this park. We'll talk about food first, and then kind of move on to atmosphere and some other details. A lot of the videos are from Disney fans, because it's the only Six Flags park that is near Disney Park. But there's a lot of Disney fans who complain about the food. From what I've seen, I'm actually expecting it to be on the better end of the Six Flags food compared to Great America and New England. This food seems to be on higher end, more premium options, and especially with the new CEO, I'm hoping that's the case. I'll probably only try one meal, especially because I'm only there for 1 day. But I'm expecting some pretty high things when it comes to Six Flags standards. Also, atmosphere. So I'm fully anticipating this park to have a pretty bad atmosphere. From what I've seen, they don't really have many super themed areas. The underground seems okay, but it's really just a road and some shops. Other than that, there's the Scream Punk District. Seems pretty good, but kind of small. The Looney Tunes area, which I doubt I'll even set foot in, as I'll be trying to get in all the other coasters, get some re-rides. The DC area does seem pretty good, and with having 3 or 4 coasters, I believe 4, it should be a really nice area, to look around, and, it will be pretty well themed. Other than that, not really expecting much. Samurai Summit looks pretty poorly themed in recent times, but I'm just not expecting too much, just again, because I've seen even Disney fans and non-Disney fans make reviews about this park, and that's not one of the highlights typically. Now, when it comes to other rides, besides the coasters, I believe this park has a pretty wide variety. When it comes to kids rides, they seem to have a very large kids area. In my opinion, possibly even better than Kings Island's. They also have some water rides, including a Rapids ride, log flume, and they have, the Metropolis Dark Ride. They also have a humongous drop tower. They have a Zamperla Giant Discovery, as well as some other thrill ride and family ride options. Now, they used to have a lot more, like looking in their history, but they still have a lot of options, and it's been expanding over the past few seasons. So that's pretty good category when it comes to the other rides in the park. One final thing I am going to note is that I will be having a fast pass when I visit this park, just because I want to make sure. I mean, I'm going on a Thursday in the summer, but I still want to ensure that I'm going to be able to get on all of the coasters. So I have not bought it yet. I'm still kind of waiting to look at crowds and stuff, but I will likely purchase a fast pass. It's only $160. That's a lot, but I want to be sure, because I only have one day here. I want to be sure that I'm going to get on all 20 of their major roller coasters. I'll probably start off with Wonder Woman, get that out of the way, and then do everything else with the fast pass, because I just want to, again, ensure that I'm going to be able to get on everything a few times and really get the best gauge of how good this park is. If you have any thoughts or anything I should know about Six Flags Magic Mountain, put it down below. Again, I'm sorry that it was such a long hiatus. It really wasn't my choice. You know, it's not good to be gone for over a month, but I'm glad. I mean, looking at like analytics and stuff, you guys have been still supporting this channel despite no uploads, and I'm sure I will discuss the full details of why I couldn't upload in the future. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video all the way to the end. Please be sure to subscribe and check out the video on screen right now, and I will see you guys next time here on Midwest Coasters. Goodbye.